Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another day, another something. Somehow the quality on the camera is insane right now. Like, damn, it's kind of crazy. It's a bit too much 4K. Like, what? Alright, Twitch should be up and running now, if I'm correct. No, is Twitch not loading yet? Twitch ain't loading? Why is Twitch not loading? Hold on. Oi, let me quickly check something. I clicked recording, that's why. There we go. Now Twitch should be rolling. Twitch should be rolling. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. Everything should be loaded now today. Pop out chat. Yep. Everything's looking good. Righty ho. Well, another stream. What can I say? Boom. Buy some of that. Yup. Why'd it go down a bit? That make no sense. Why is there a red candle? I don't sell anything. Huh? I'll do it again. That's strange. I'll do it again. Hey, all-time highs. Righty ho. Well then. Should we start the stream? Yep, sure is. Alright, well. As we already know, let's see what the menu is today. Let's see what kind of horror stories we get today. And then we're going to go towards Ragnarok. No, not Ragnarok. We're going to do God of War. And then we're going to go towards... I think we're going to try that new Mars game. Honestly, we might try that Mars game. I'm thinking we try that Mars game. And besides that... Unless we got other suggestions in the chat. We haven't played Minecraft, Roblox in a while, but there really ain't much on Roblox. Cool. Everything's looking pretty good to go. Alright, well. Let's have a look, shall we? Here we go. YouTube. Let's see what we got today. YouTube. Now the curtains are open, so the lighting might be a bit better. Maybe that's what's up. The lighting's a bit better. Alrighty, let's see. Does Mr. Nightmare have anything good today? Mr. Nightmare, lock in chat. You already know the drill. We did Janitor yesterday, right? Oh, yep. Dog sitting horror stories. Oh, 5 true stories from this summer. Should we do that one? It's like an hour long though, so I think we might split in half. Oh, 4 disturbing true and night shift stories. That's also kind of interesting. Alright, well, we're going to try this one. Let's try this one. Let's do like half of it. Let's do like at least up to story 3, right? Lock in. You already know the drill.
Hayley, how can healthy vegan Kiwis support their everyday well-being?
Easy. Check out the new Vital Vegan supplement range at Chemist Warehouse.
Shut up. No one cares about your ads, bro. Alrighty, we're going to do like at least like 30 minutes. Like 3 stories, yeah? Lock in. Sorry, I hit the mic off the water bottle. Alright, here we go. Lock in. See what Mr. Nightmare's got for us today. Story 1 by Todd A.
This happened when I was really young. I'm talking 2nd or 3rd grade. It's hard for me to remember things clearly from that long ago, but this memory stands out for reasons you'll soon understand.
Okay.
It was a school day, and it had been raining cats and dogs all day. After picking me up from school, my parents left the house for some upscale events. I can't remember if it was a fundraiser or a dinner party or something else entirely. Either way, they were supposed to come back home that night, but while they were gone, the storm picked up like crazy, and it became unsafe to drive long distances. So instead of driving back home, they reluctantly decided to spend the night at one of their friends' houses who lived
L parents, man. How old is this kid?
much closer to where the event was.
L parents, they just left their child like that. They're probably doing something a lot worse.
Remember them calling me on the house phone and repeatedly apologizing for leaving me there by myself, even though I insisted that I wasn't even hungry and I'd be fine. My mom gave me a list of things to do before bed. Lock all the doors and windows, keep at least one house light on, make sure all the blinds were closed. Typical stuff. At the time, I didn't understand why they were making such a big deal about everything. I wasn't quite old enough to realize how important it was to not leave kids my age home alone. In fact, I was actually kind of excited to have the place to myself. It meant unlimited candy and no bedtime. I obviously didn't have a TV or any kind of screen in my room, so I stayed downstairs in the living room watching TV on the couch. I told myself I'd do all that stuff my mom had requested right before going to sleep, since I was planning.
Hey, yo, you should be like locking the door and the windows first things. What? What do you mean you do it before you go to bed? You should be doing it like now. Huh? What's wrong with this kid? You should be doing it now. Lock the windows and doors now. Why would you wait until before bed? That makes no sense. The parents should have at least told him, hey, make sure the doors and windows are locked now. Like, why would you do it later? Later's gonna be too late. GG, he's dead.
On staying up all night anyway, but at some point later in the night, the sugar crash got to me and I accidentally fell asleep. No surprise there. I don't remember exactly what time I ended up.
Also, but still L parents, because why would you leave a kid by themselves if they're stupid? GG, he's dead.
But it was late enough for the TV to have gone into sleep mode, so 3 hours minimum. I distinctly remember being much colder when I woke up. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I mean, temperatures drop at night, but the difference was significant enough for me to instantly make the connection, even at that young age. I thought about just curling back up and going back to sleep, but then I remembered the list my mom had given me. Even at that age, I knew she'd find out if I didn't do it, and I really didn't want to get in trouble after she trusted me to stay home alone. So I forced myself off the couch and went to check the windows and doors.
Why would you check that later? You stupid, bro. You should have checked that at the very beginning. What's wrong with this kid? What's wrong with the parents? I blame the parents 100%. Depends on how old this kid is, but like still. Why would you leave your kid alone like that, bruh? And you should have gave better instructions, like do it now. Like at least call the if you're a parent and you leave your kid like that, you should like call him, like stay on the phone and be like, okay, son, you check the windows and doors are locked now. Go. Stay on the phone. Do it now. Yes, father. You stay on the phone with the kid until he does it. Okay, I lock the window, I lock the door, I close the curtain. You stay on the line of your parents until everything's done. You don't just say, yeah, just do that list, alright? Bye. L parents. And I mean, I don't know how old the kid is, but I still blame the parents. Unless this kid's like above 10, then he's stupid.
I went around and did everything she asked. Locked the front and back doors, closed all the blinds, checked the windows, even the light. Everything was shut tight, which confused me a little because the house still felt way colder than it should have. I even put my hand against a couple of the windows to make sure they weren't cracked open or something, but they were all sealed. I figured maybe the storm knocked out the heater or something, and I didn't think much more about it. That explanation made sense to me at the time, and I was so tired that I couldn't devote more energy to thinking about the heat. So I headed upstairs to my room, ready to crawl into bed and forget about it. When I got to my room, I finally realized just how bad the storm had gotten. Our living room is tucked into the center of the house, so I hadn't really been able to appreciate the storm from down there. My childhood bedroom has a big external window though, so I could hear everything. The rain was slamming against the glass like it was trying to get in, and every minute or so there was a burst of lightning followed by a deafening clash of thunder. I wasn't scared of storms at that age, but I do remember being concerned that a tree was going to fall on the house. That's probably why I had trouble falling back asleep, even though I had been dead tired not even 20 minutes prior. As I was lying there, trying to fall asleep, I started picking up on these odd sounds. Every so often, there were these weird creaking sounds, like shifting wood. Thing is, the entire floor is carpeted, so it couldn't have been coming from my room. At first, I thought it was a tree swaying in the wind, but the sound didn't quite fit. Even then, I knew the general sounds associated with thunderstorms. This definitely wasn't one of them. It started bothering me after a while. For whatever reason, it wasn't the storm keeping me up. It was that stupid sound. I couldn't take it much longer, so I sat up and looked around the room, not really sure what I was looking for. I listened, trying to drown out the sounds of the storm and focus in on the creaking. Lightning flashed,
Someone's in
illuminating
the
the
house.
whole room. Everything looked normal, but my eyes were drawn to the only wooden thing in the room, the closet. The room went
When the kid was asleep, someone entered the house. GG.
dark again, and I sat there perfectly still. About a minute later, lightning flashed again, and my room was once again lit up for just a split second. And in that split second, I saw something that made me choke. The
Dude,
closet door was slightly ajar. It had been closed before. I was 100% sure of it. Something had opened it. There was something in my room. I didn't scream. I didn't speak. I didn't even think. I just got out of bed as quietly as I could and walked out of the room. That walk from the bed to the door felt like a 500-mile, 5-year journey. I immediately went downstairs and hid under the dining room table. Then, and only then, I started crying. I didn't know what else to do. There was someone in my house, in my room, and my parents were too far away to help me. I'm not sure how long I stayed under that table, but at one point, I heard footsteps walking down the stairs. I held my breath, knowing that any sound I made could have ended my life. They weren't normal footsteps. It sounded like whatever it was jumping and pinballing down the stairs. The footsteps got closer. They were approaching the dining room table like they knew where I was hiding. I can't tell you how scared I was. I really thought I was gonna die.
is it animal?
And then, from under the table, I saw them. I couldn't see their upper body, but 2 bare feet walked into view. 2
GG.
nasty, wet, and muddy legs that were tinted yellow. I couldn't tell if they were male or female legs. That's how gross and almost disfigured they looked. There were cuts all over their legs, like they had rolled around in a thorn bush. They were also stumbling, like they were struggling to even stand upright. And just as I thought it couldn't get any worse, they dropped something. It was a wrench. It clattered against the floor, and I'm telling you, it took every fiber in my being to fight back a scream. If that person bent down to pick the wrench up, they'd definitely see me.
Wait, how?
With wide eyes, I watched as that person stood still, not picking up the wrench, but not walking away either. It felt like a standoff, where any wrong move could end my life. Eventually, they finally continued walking, and I couldn't see them anymore. I listened as the chaotic footsteps stomped and stumbled around my first floor for what felt like an eternity. And then, finally, the front door opened and shut. They were gone. I stayed hidden
Wait, how did he hide under the dining table? Was the guy just that stupid?
under that table for a long time after that. Part of it was fear, but another part of it was what I can only describe as trauma. I just remember being shaken and scared. I was at the ripe age where I understood how dangerous the situation was, but not old enough to know how to deal with it. The rest of the night was kind of a blur. I picked the wrench up off the floor, not wanting my parents to find it the next morning. After making sure the front door was locked, I slunked back upstairs, crawled into bed, and fell asleep. Everything went back to normal after that. For whatever reason, I was terrified to tell my parents. I didn't want them to find out I hadn't locked the doors and done everything they had asked me to do, so I just kept the whole thing to myself. It wasn't until several years later that I told them the story, and it actually took some convincing for them to believe me. Looking back, not telling them the moment it happened was an awful decision, since there was nothing that could have been done about it so far removed from the incident. If I'm being frank, this experience traumatized me for basically the rest of my childhood. I slept with a nightlight from then on, and I developed a fear of the dark that didn't go away for a long time. I still have trouble explaining what happened that night, but I learned my lesson. Lock your doors at night.
I told them you do it before. Like, he fell asleep. Man, that guy definitely went inside. Yeah, the stranger definitely got inside the house before when he was asleep. 100%. Oh my god, it's a block. GG. Yeah, but 100% though, for real. Like, no joke. Man. The kid fell asleep on the couch, and the guy obviously, you know, GG. Why would you... That doesn't make sense. Why would you not lock the doors and windows, like, at the first moment you hear that? That really doesn't make sense. What do you mean by you're gonna lock the windows and doors before you sleep? You should be doing it instantly. It's like when you enter your home, you lock the door instantly once you enter inside. You don't be like, oh, well, I've entered home. I'm just going to leave the door unlocked. And then before I go to sleep, I'll lock it. Like, what the hell? What? Retarded. Stupid. Next. That was actually good. That was actually pretty good, though. Not gonna lie. First story. Not bad, not bad. You know what I mean? Hey. Hey, it's not bad. Next. Is a block GG. Story 2, lock in.
It's not right down on the farm. These aren't the rolling green hills you're used to seeing.
This happened over the course of 3 or 4 years when I was a kid. I can't remember exactly when I got the first one, but I started having this recurring, half-lucid nightmare maybe once every couple of months.
Okay.
From what I can remember, here's how it would go.
Okay.
I'd be lying down in bed, only the view wasn't from my first-person perspective. Instead, I'd be looking down at myself from the ceiling, like I was viewing my own bedroom through a security camera feed. The out-of-body dissociation always freaked me out. I'd try to float or swim towards my body, but I was never able to move beyond swiveling my head to look around the room. I was half lucid, so I knew it was a dream, but that didn't make me any less scared. After calming myself down, I'd start noticing strange things about my bedroom. For one, the digital clock on my nightstand would always be counting in reverse. That was typically the first strange detail I'd notice. And once I noticed that, I'd start seeing other weird stuff. There were these drawings taped to random spots on the walls and dresser, like crayon drawings you'd expect from a kid my age, but I had no memory of ever making them. I wasn't the type of kid who ever drew much, so it wasn't like I had just forgotten about them.
Bro's tripping.
They always showed the same thing, a row of people holding hands, all smiling, with one smaller figure who I can only imagine was me. They were always standing in front of a house with a blue roof, but I can't remember much more about the drawings than that. The other detail about the dreams that still sticks out to me is an old toy train of mine that was always sitting in a different spot on my bedroom floor, which was significant because I had lost that particular toy years prior. Anyway, after analyzing my room for a bit, I'd get this unexplainable urge to look out my bedroom window. I'd glance over, and as if it were on cue, a man would appear just a few inches from the glass. He had short gray hair and what looked like a cut on his left temple. That's honestly all I can remember about his face. He would watch me sleep for a few seconds, then start clawing at the window like he was trying to open it from the outside. That's usually when I woke up. Sometimes I immediately ran to the window, and sometimes I was too terrified to even move. But I always ended up checking one way or another. I don't know what I thought I'd find. Maybe claw marks or a smudge from where his hand had been. But there was never anything there, or anyone for that matter. After the 4th time it happened, I finally told my parents. My mom told me that recurring dreams weren't that rare, especially at my age, and my dad chimed in to remind me that they were always just one room away if I ever felt scared. I nodded and
Dad.
like that helped, but it didn't. Not really. My dad could tell I was still scared, so he took me by the hand and explored the exterior of the house with me. There was no indication that anyone had been there. No footprints, no smudges on the window, nothing. Even so, that didn't calm my nerves as much as you might think. Keep in mind, this was about 1 year in, so I was having this dream roughly once every 3 months.
Wow.
It wasn't happening every night, not even close, but having the exact same dream 4 times definitely means something, which I knew even at that age. But after that 4th dream though, they just stopped. For a while at least. I went nearly 6 months without a single episode, and at some point, I let myself believe it was over. It all just kind of faded into the background, the way childhood fears tend to when life gets more normal. But then it came back. I have no idea what triggered it, but one random night I had the dream again. Everything was exactly the same as I remembered. The The clock, the drawings, the train, everything. But there was something different about that dream that was scaring me twice as much as the earlier ones had. I couldn't figure out what it was. Everything was following the exact same chain of events. But then, as I was looking around the room, I realized what it was. My bedroom window was open.
Huh?
As soon as I saw that, I woke up. There was a period of maybe 5 minutes where I couldn't move, complete and utter sleep paralysis. And it wasn't a passive sleep paralysis either.
Ooh.
My brain was screaming at me to check the window the entire time, but I couldn't drag myself out of bed no matter how much I tried. On top of that, I felt significantly colder, as if cold air was blowing through my bedroom window, which I was convinced was wide open.
Ooh.
Those 5 minutes were unlike any kind of fear I have ever experienced. All I could think about was how that man was moments away from climbing through my window, yet there was nothing I could do about it. When I finally regained control of my limbs, I forced myself over to the window, confirming that it was locked.
Nice.
I couldn't fall back asleep that night. I was too scared. I'm not sure how I was even able to function the following morning. Another couple of months went by, but I wasn't going to be fooled again. Every night before I went to bed, I thought long and hard about the dream in an attempt to brace myself for having it again. I'm not sure if this logic tracks, but I was hoping that keeping the dream on my brain would help me not get too scared should I have it again. To my surprise, that technique actually worked. The next time I had that dream, I wasn't even half as scared. I didn't even bother checking the window after waking up. By the time I had it again, I was barely scared at all. Still, something about it lingered. Not in a scary way, but enough to make me want to bring it up to my parents again. Maybe it was the way I explained it, or maybe it was because...
Sometimes it just depends on what you watch as a kid. Like, honestly, it really depends on what you watch as a kid. Like, example, YouTube video or TV show. That has happened with many cases of kids, right? It's because it's either it's like a YouTube video or something like that, or just a show. You know what I mean? Really just depends on the kid. I mean, what they watch, right? What they influence themselves with every day. Maybe they're into like a video game or something. I'm not exactly sure. However, I do know that when I was a little kid, I definitely had that kind of dream. Not that kind of dream, but different. No, I did have like nightmares when I was younger. I could re-talk about the nightmare I used to have when I was a little kid. That always got me. I haven't had it in a while, but well, because I'm old now. But like when I was a kid, it was like a what was it, a dream? It was like a nightmare, which is I could remember it. It's basically not my POV, but definitely like a third person POV, and there's like a giant cube, and it's like squishing me something. I'm like, okay, that sounds weird, huh? There's a big 3D cube, and it's just like not attacking me, but it's like very weird. I'm not sure how to really explain it now, but it's like just a big cube, and it's like just massive cube, like huge 3D cube. And it's like scary. It's not even scary, but it's just like the size of it is scary. Not exactly sure anymore. Must have been Minecraft, 100%. Oh, I'll be back, chat. One moment. I'll be back real quick. Alright, I have returned. Lock in.
But for whatever reason, they actually paid closer attention this time. I tried to provide as much detail as possible, something I hadn't done before. As I was getting to my description of the man, my parents' demeanor shifted. Not too dramatically, but enough for me to notice.
Grandpa.
Specifically, it was right as I was telling them about the cut on his forehead. Before I could even finish,
It's Grandpa.
my dad cut me off and asked if I was sure about the cut. I told him I was, and he looked over at my mom like there was some unspoken detail that I wasn't aware of.
Grandpa.
I asked my parents what was going on, and they assured me that everything was fine. Not wanting to upset them, I didn't inquire further. But from that point on, I started wondering if there was more to the story. As it would turn out, a few days after that conversation, my parents sat me down and came clean. It wasn't some dramatic reveal or anything. They just said there was something they wanted to tell me.
You're adopted.
Mom did most of the talking. Apparently, when I was really little, like too young to even remember, there was a man named Brian who used to watch me sometimes. They always referred to him as Uncle Brian, but he wasn't actually family, just a close friend of my dad's from college. I guess he was around a lot when I was a baby and a toddler, especially during the times when both my parents were working full-time. But something happened. My dad didn't give details, just said that there was a falling out between them, bad enough that they completely cut ties. He said he forbade Brian from ever coming near our family again, specifically from coming near me again. That was the end of it. I asked what caused the fallout, but they wouldn't tell me. They just repeated that it had nothing to do with me and that I didn't need to worry. The only other thing they told me, and this is what gave me a sick feeling, was that Brian had a noticeable scar on his forehead from a car accident he'd been in years before I was born. They didn't connect the dots out loud, but they didn't have to. I was old enough to make the connection myself. Later that night, after my mom had gone to bed, my dad lingered in the living room with me a little longer. I could tell he wanted to say more, like he hadn't been totally satisfied with how
What did Brian do?
Earlier. After a few moments of silence, he told me his theory. He said he thought the dreams were my brain's way of processing something buried really deep. Some memory from—
Oh, that's creepy now. Oh, that is actually pretty bad now. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's actually freaky now. Oh, man. Oh, man, like, what can I say? Oh, man. Dude, oh, no. What did Brian do to the child? He must have done something real bad, huh? It scarred him, traumatized. Oh, he must have done something really bad. Oh, no. What do you guys think it is? I'm thinking it's something nasty. I'm thinking of something nasty. So nasty that the kid forgot, but the parents didn't. Oh no. Uh-oh.
When I was little, before I could even form full sentences.
Oh my.
Is this an actual Toyota? Look, Toyotas. All of them. You got a farm.
He mentioned how close I apparently used to be with Brian.
Oh.
How I'd cry when he left the house.
Uh-oh.
How I always wanted him to be the one to read me to sleep.
Oh no.
My dad said he couldn't think of any other way I'd know about the scar on Brian's forehead. I didn't know what to make of that. I had no recollection of this Brian person whatsoever. Even now, I still can't recall a single memory with him in it. I had no choice but to move on with my life, though, recurring dream or not. Another handful of months passed. I'm doing my best to describe the timeline as accurately as possible, but it's hard to remember exactly how much time passed in between each dream. That said, the frequency decreased after talking to my parents. I had the dream only once or maybe twice within the next year, but things took a very dark turn sometime in year 4.
Huh? Year 4?
One night after waking up from the dream, I glanced over at my window, just out of habit, and this time, I actually saw something move.
What?
It was just a flicker, but I was 100% sure something had just moved from right outside my window. And just like that, all the fear I had spent years trying to prevent came rushing back. It was actually worse. I jumped out of bed and screamed for my parents, who took me very seriously. My dad sprinted outside in his bare feet while my mom held me tightly. Eventually, my dad came back and started whispering stuff to my mom. They told me to stay put while they called the police.
What?
I listened to them and stayed in their room. although I don't remember ever hearing any sirens or other voices besides theirs that night. My dad insisted everything was fine and that the police were going to take care of things. The next day, he confessed to me that he had seen what he thought were extremely faint footprints underneath my bedroom window.
What? Oh,
I asked him if he thought it was Brian, and he said that was impossible, since they had moved and Brian didn't know where we lived. My dad promised me that nothing bad was going to happen ever, and he would turn out to be right. I never had that dream again. My parents don't like talking about this incident, and I can see why. I'm still yet to get a straight answer out of them, but I've since stopped trying. What I can't wrap my head around is the sickening thought that every time I had that dream, there really was someone outside my window watching me.
Cat.
Was it really plausible that someone had been periodically stalking me for 4 years?
Nah.
It doesn't track.
Yeah.
And I can't decide what's scarier. If it really was Brian watching me, or just some complete stranger that my brain associated with him for whatever reason. And who knows how that somehow got translated into my dream.
That's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen. When you have a child and you need like a babysitter, get like a female. Get like a female babysitter or like a caretaker. Don't get a male. Like, what's wrong with you? That's weird. You know, that's super weird. Should have just got the mom's friend to take care of, like, hire a babysitter. Something like that, right? Don't get a male. It's weird. What kind of male's gonna babysit your kid? No. Also, I don't know what the context is. Is the storyteller a girl or guy? Strange, man. That's kind of creepy.
I've done research, and I still don't even know how that would be possible. Maybe he was making a noise or something.
We still don't know what Brian did to you when he was younger, though. Your parents didn't tell us. Did he do something, like, disgusting? Like, what did he do?
And my brain picked up on it. I really can't say. What I can say is that I'm 95% sure my parents never called the police that night. That's something I will likely never get an explanation for. I'll most likely never get any answers regarding this experience since it happened so long ago. But if I do, I'll send an update.
That was actually kind of interesting, not gonna lie. That's creepy. Brian must have done something nasty.
Happened a couple of years ago, right before school ended. It was the last day of 8th grade. It was exactly
8th grade. What's 8th grade? 8th grade. What is 8th grade? Huh? What is 8th grade? 8th grade is 13. 13, 12, 10, 11. So year 9 in New Zealand. Year 9. This person's at the end of year 9. Lock in. End of year 9. So you're like high school. Oh, the last day of year 9. So basically you've been in high school for a whole year already. Okay. Context secured.
expect on the final day of middle school.
Middle school. Okay, so year 8.
Excitement and bittersweet goodbyes. Everyone was running around, scribbling signatures and cheesy messages
Oh, okay, so year 8. Okay.
in each other's yearbooks.
Yep. So this is before high school. It's like primary, but intermediate. So in New Zealand, it goes year 1 to year 6, and then year 6 to year 8, which is called intermediate. And then after year 8, year 9 is high school, and then year 9 to 13 is, you know, your whole entire high school life. And by the end of year 9, at the end of year 13, you should be around 18 to 19 years old. So this person is at the end of intermediate. So the last day, no, the last year and day before they go to high school next year. So this is the context. Lock in.
middle school was huge, easily over 1,000 students. So to keep things manageable, the teachers collected our yearbooks and passed them around to different classrooms, making sure everyone who wanted to got a chance to sign. I'm sure you could see how that could create problems. Anyone who wanted to could write whatever they wanted in anyone's yearbook.
Oh,
The teachers tried their best to prevent things from getting out of hand. But I
GG.
knew a few kids who wrote some mean messages to people they didn't like. At the end of the day, when I got my yearbook back, I flipped through the pages eagerly, reading all the goofy notes from my friends. But as I scanned the pages, something caught my eye.
Death
A
threat.
signature below the face of someone I had never seen before. His name was Samuel Robinson III, a name I'm gonna remember for as long as I live. The message he wrote was short, simple, and honestly a bit unsettling. It read, "Hags, I'll be seeing you again." I stared at the page,
Huh?
confused out of my mind. I'd never even spoken a single word to this Samuel kid. It wasn't like there was anything I could do about it, though. The school year was over, so I couldn't see him even if I wanted to. I just chalked it up to some weird kid being weird, or maybe an honest mistake. Either way, I stopped thinking about it. A few hours passed, and before I knew it, I was at home hosting a sleepover in my basement with my best friends Kevin, David, and Kieran.
W.
4 of us ate Doritos and played Call of Duty all night.
Hey, that sounds like a good night, man. You and the boys playing games and eating chips in the basement. Chilling. That's chill. Call of Duty? Doritos? In the basement? Gaming? Chilling? Hey. Hey, that's chill right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's straight up chill. Especially since you're a little kid, so it makes sense. You know? That sounds like a perfect night, actually. You know, you and the boys together, play date. That's what they call it in New Zealand, play date. Or sleepover, whatever they call it. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the year 8, we went camping, I think. With the boys, I think. Or something like that. Look, it's chill.
Parents' bedroom was 3 floors above us.
Yep.
So we didn't have to worry much about keeping the noise down.
AW.
We were messing around on my dad's rowing machine sometime just before 2.
Ugh.
We heard a sharp knock at the storm door.
Huh? Who
The
did?
sound instantly silenced us. Who the hell would knock on the storm door? It must have been someone who either didn't want to wake my parents up, or knew we were down there, or both. It didn't make sense. The person kept knocking in the same rhythmic pattern. I could tell Kieran was about to say something, and I couldn't stop him in time. In a loud and assertive voice, he asked who was there.
Who's
I
it?
wanted to knock him out. He had basically broadcasted to whoever was out there that we were down there. My basement doesn't have any external windows, so it was unlikely that they had known we were down there, but now they did.
Oh.
At Spotlight, life's what you make it. VIP save 50% off Coup duvet cover sets. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
After a long pause and no more knocking, a muffled voice answered back. He said, "Come around to the back door," in a high-pitched voice that genuinely sounded cheerful, like he was a friend of ours trying to join the sleepover.
No.
It was definitely a teenager's voice too, and it didn't sound like someone who was pretending to raise their voice either. I was pretty scared, I can't lie. My friends were seemingly unfazed though, like they thought it was somehow exciting that some random kid was outside my house. They insisted that I at least check it out, and even though I didn't want to, they pressured me into it. We crept upstairs, careful not to make too much noise. I approached the back door slowly, trying to ignore the pounding in my chest. Through the narrow glass pane beside it, I could see a shadowy figure standing under the dim light. I got a little closer, and his face came into view. My jaw nearly hit the floor when I realized who it was. It was him. It was that kid Samuel Robinson III who had signed my yearbook. Friends went to go open the door. God knows
What?
why.
Oh my goodness. I mean, hey, there is 4 of you, so maybe.
But I stopped them, saying I knew who it was. I explained to them what had happened, and that changed their mood a bit. Keep in mind, Sam was still standing outside while we were talking, and he could definitely see in at us. He must have noticed how freaked out I was, because he started motioning to the side of the house like he wanted me to go over to the window. You might be wondering why none of us were taking the situation more seriously. I honestly think it was because it wasn't like some older, strange man was harassing us. It was a kid from our own school. Still, I wasn't opening the door for him. Instead, I went over to my kitchen window and cracked it open just a tiny bit. My friends followed me and stood a little off to the side. He walked over to the window and I asked him what he wanted, telling him I recognized him from our yearbook. He said, "Oh, so you got my message," and introduced himself as Sam. Then he went on to say he always watched me from afar and that we could have been good friends. I agreed with him just so that I wouldn't piss him off, but there was 0% chance I would have been friends with this kid given any circumstances. I didn't want to press him right away, but I had to know, so I asked him how he knew where I lived. He didn't respond, and I didn't know what to say. Before I could de-escalate the situation, David called him a creepy stalker and told him to piss off.
Ooh, W. David, man. Hey, come here. We got 4 of us. 4v1. Let's go. Let's go. 4 men. 4 teenage boys v1. Easy. Unless he's got a gun or knife. GG.
Sam's smile disappeared. He tilted his head like he didn't understand what David had just said. Then, just as quickly, his expression twisted into something I can only describe as hatred. He went from passive and honestly kind of friendly to aggressive and angry. He started screaming things at me, how he hated my friends and thought we should all die.
What?
My ex hated me and random stuff he had no
How my ex hated me. What?
right knowing. He reached toward the window and tried to force it open, but
Yo.
I jammed it shut and locked it. He started snarling at the window and banging on it like an animal. He was 2 seconds away from shattering it, I'm telling you. We must have caused quite the commotion because my parents came rushing down the stairs, demanding to know why we had woken them up. That's when Sam ran away.
Damn.
I told my parents what happened as quickly as I could, and my dad raced outside in his underwear. He came back a few minutes later, saying he had no idea where the kid went. I'm not sure why, but my parents didn't call the police. They just told us to go back to sleep and they'd deal with the school the following morning, just to give the kid the benefit of the doubt. The next morning, they contacted the school. That's when we learned the disturbing truth. Sam had been expelled a few weeks before the year finished.
Damn.
He shouldn't have ever been at the school on the last day.
Oh, nah.
Apparently, the yearbooks were printed before his expulsion, which explained why his picture was still included. That meant he had snuck into the school somehow just to write me that message, which freaked me out beyond belief. Despite working with the school to find out more, nobody could track Sam down. It was like he and his parents didn't exist. The whole thing was a pretty big deal, but the school did what they could to keep things under wraps. To this day, I still have no idea how he knew where I lived. That's what freaks me out the most.
He still knows where you live.
The running theory is that he was a mentally challenged and troubled young boy who took a strange liking to me for whatever reason.
Ugh.
He stalked me for who knows how long.
Ugh.
My parents were worried for weeks. It's something we don't talk about anymore because it's just uncomfortable. But living in that same house has never felt the same ever since.
You moved out, right? Oh, you probably still watch. Right, legend. We're gonna pause that there. Thank you. We're gonna continue watching that tomorrow. Honestly, it's not bad. It's pretty interesting. So far, I'm gonna be real though. It's not. Actually, all 3 of these stories are actually pretty good. The first one, crap, I forgot already. First one is the kid didn't lock his door properly, right? Second one's a nightmare from a potential really bad trauma, which was not explained. And the third one was a creepy stalker. I mean, man, those actually pretty good stories. Honestly, though, what to do about those situations, I don't actually know. Like, what would you do in a situation? Yeah, I wouldn't know what to exactly do in that situation, to be honest. The stalker one's kind of like, again, you would have a proper security. I already said that many times in these horror stories. Have a proper fence with a gate, you know? And nobody can get to you without going through extra layers. You know? For the nightmare one, there's some really bad trauma context that we don't know about, but definitely Brian did something nasty to that kid, which scarred him and has brought psychological damage to his brain, which he cannot explain. And then the first one is, you know, lock your goddamn windows and doors first. But also L parents for, like, not staying on the phone with the kid. Like, the parents should have called the kid and be like, lock the windows and doors. Do it now. Stay on the phone. Do it now. Stay on the phone. And do it. But, yeah, L parents, man. I mean, like, how can the storm be that bad you can't drive back home anyways? Like, you're in a car. You dumbass parents, I swear. That was actually good though, no joke. Alright, we're gonna watch the rest tomorrow. How does that sound? Does everyone like that? Tomorrow we're gonna finish watching the rest. Bing Bong, Lord JKR. What's up on Twitch? Oh yeah, I have Twitch running in the background. That's right, we do have Twitch in the background. How does it have 0 viewers but Lord JKR says Bing Bong? Interesting. Well, yeah, we're gonna watch the rest tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So now, we're gonna go towards God of War or something like that. Yo, I realized that with the curtains open, the webcam's a lot sharper than usual. It's kind of interesting. I never actually noticed how good the webcam is. Shout out to Ugreen. I'm not sponsored, but I got the webcam from Ugreen. Only because, like I said, the aux cable was W, because I ran over that with the chair like 1000 times and it's still alive. So overall, it's just, you know, W. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to probably do God of War now. Or we're going to go with a filler game. We could do a round of Fortnite. Should we go for? I think we should do Fortnite before we do God of War. Because God of War is like pretty good. We did episode 1 yesterday. We're going to do episode 2 today. And I kind of want to try that Mars game. That Mars game that we downloaded like a month ago, which was supposed to be like another story game. Kind of. Oh, simulator game, something like that. Yeah. Hey, W Mr. Nami, man. He always pulls off the best ones. Except for the janitor story. That one was such a L. But you can't really blame him because the janitors are just janitors. So yeah, it is what it is. Righty ho. See you guys soon. Let me quickly set up the PS5. Okay, well. Here we go. PS5's active. So we're probably gonna... We either do Battlefield 242 or we do Fortnite. I'm thinking we do... I mean, we could always browse the store as well, right? Hey, we got God of War going on. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. No joke, that's gonna be good. What else we got? Yeah, I sorted to see. That was... I'm not... Honestly, probably gonna uninstall this game. It was not really worth it. Wasn't that good. No joke. It is what it is. Oh yeah, Surviving Mars. We're gonna play this game later after God of War. But right now we're gonna do a filler game. No joke, we should probably just do Fortnite, huh? Was there anything else on the monthly games? Apparently Ghost of Utel, is it for free now? It's not. It's like a pre-order or something like that. Game catalog, 2K. Okay, we don't really do that. Monthly games. There is Stardew Valley. There's The Last of Us. Apparently it's like a good game, but we did play it before and it was trash. I'm not really interested in playing that story. I'm gonna be real. It's like, I don't want to hear no yapping girl in my ear like the entire game. Like, it's already enough. So Last of Us is definitely bad. There is that Assassin's Creed kind of series. There's a lot of them actually. We did Far Cry 6 already, W game, not gonna lie. Far Cry 6 was pretty good. Uncharted, we could do Uncharted. We are doing the God of War series now, so yeah. Far Cry 5 is similar. Lego World. I am not interested in playing Ghost of Utel. Considering that we didn't even finish Ghost of Tsunami because, well, you already know that I wasn't gonna kill our goddamn uncle. There's a lot of trial games. I think some of these games we actually can play fully on the Xbox. Apex, I'm good. Dead Cells, Doom. I think Doom is mainly for Xbox. But yeah, besides that though, Game Trials my app. House Flipper, DM. Okay, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've made up my mind. We should do another round of Fortnite today. Yesterday we did win one game, but teammates were kind of going crazy. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but Whatever, we'll have a look. Alright, well. Here we go, let's do some Fortnite. We're still getting good at this game, you know. I'm not really cracked, I just use aim assist. I'm gonna be real. What? You just admit to using aim assist? Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we only do game. Okay, well, here we go. Fortnite, lock in. Start. Alright. Well, we already know that we use the furry rifle. You know that we lock in pretty good. Not gonna lie, having the curtains open makes the camera look really sharp. I mean, hey. Not so shabby, what can I say? Ah, there's our character. You already know it. Daquan. Is that what his name is? Why is Kai Sinet there? You already know we do zero build. We knew you know we do squads because your boy likes squads. We can get a carry or we can't get a carry. Okay, let's have a look. Is there any kind of cringe stuff? Bestsellers today. What's copeness? What? What's this? Oh, that's pretty cringe. What's this? That's pretty cringe as well. What's this? Oh my goodness. Oh wait, oh, I didn't even get a chance to look at the rest of the shop. Alright, well, let's have a, we know the drill. We did a brain rot check. I'm feeling pretty good today. Must be because of the, I got a lot of sun yesterday. Yesterday, your boy got some good sun. Yeah, you know. Hey, I didn't even sell. How come the price? Oh, whatever. I don't really care. It is what it is. Alright, y'all know the drill. Let's have a look at the brain rot. Oh, that's pretty. Ugh. Yo, you should not shake your hips like that. Ain't no way. Okay, the brain rot overall is not too bad. Okay. It's not so bad. What's over here? Oh. Oh, looks like we got a trio instead. No squads. That's all good. Wonder what's gonna happen. Okay, well, there's only 3 of us. That's one player disadvantage. No problem. I'm not sure where the teammates want to drop though. GG. Screw it. I guess I'll make the call. We'll go over here then. You know, it is what it is. Alright, well, I guess we'll go over here. I think one teammate's AFK. We're gonna go to trio. You know what though? Hey, we never judge too much. You know what I mean, chat? We're gonna see how we do with only 3 men. Should be pretty easy. No, not really. I mean, I have a look. Maybe we just get executed in the first drop. Actually, we barely get executed in the first drop, huh? Okay, we got ourselves 8. Oh my goodness, I really just missed that, huh? Oh no, rusty today. Okay, well, we're here. We're here. I don't think anyone else is here. There's a big pot. Let's grab that. Grab this chest. Boom. Yup. Okay, I'm gonna just drink the big pot now, just in case. I saw a furry rifle up there, so we go grab that real quick. Oh, there's someone shooting. Where? Damn, I got no long range though. Huh? I swear there are people here. Doesn't matter. All I know is that there's a rifle here for me. Yup. Where's the enemies at? Oh, I see him. Man, I almost got him. Yo, good, there's a guy down there. He's down there, look. Right there. Get him. You got him? Good job, nice. He's probably... Oh, I ran out of ammo. 12 ammo left. Is there more? Is there more? You got him? Nice. His teammates are probably nearby though. Yeah, his teammates are here. His teammates are here. His teammates are here. 20, 50, 50. He's dead. You got him? Nice. Okay, I just ran out of rifle ammo. GG. Oh, there's a lot of loot here. Oh look, that one has that's got some ammo. I'm gonna take that. A lid splitter and a hammer. I'm not really sure how the hammer works. I'm gonna be real, I don't know how the hammer works. He should have teammates nearby now. Okay, I'm gonna watch that reboot van just in case someone tries to get somewhere. Y'all see any more? I don't see any more. Okay, I'm gonna try out this hammer real quick. What does this hammer do? How do I travel with this? Oh, that's how you do it. Oh! Appreciate that. Look at that, the hammer's a good way to travel. I didn't even know that. I saw that in the last game, but I never really researched how to do it. Purple rifle, what? Okay. Okay. I'm coming, I'm coming. How do I use the thing? I'm coming, I'm coming. I barely got any ammo though. Hold on, I'm coming. Where's the shots coming from? Where are we gonna shot it from? From where? Oh, it's third party, Watch out, it's a third party, Ah, I just sold. There. I ran out of ammo again. Okay, watch out. There's probably still enemies over there. They're shooting it, right? Yo, I ran out of ammo again. Okay, hold on. That's okay. I got the ammo now. How much is that? 80. Thank you. Appreciate it. I keep running out of rifle ammo. That's insane. But you know what? We got the ammo back. It's fine. Okay, not so bad. Not gonna lie. Team's pretty good. Oh, I got 0 kills. That's my bad. I thought I got some kills. No? That's alright. Hey, you know, we did help. We did help with the fire. We did some damage, but it's alright. No problem. So far, so good. Not gonna lie. It's looking pretty good. You know, it's a little party over there, but we got him. We got him. Honestly, I swear, every game we're only running out of rifle ammo. It's why, because that's like the only gun I use as well. Alright, let me get up here real quick and let's have a little scout. Make sure nobody trying to reboot or nothing. Oh, more ammo. Okay, I'm gonna actually take that for real. No joke, I always run out of rifle ammo. And we still got this hammer thing. Food truck. I hear a chest. Hey! Oh, more. There's a big shield there if anyone wants it. You really slurped that up. Okay, I don't know why we have this lid splitter. I swear I would never use it. Okay. There's another... What is that? B-class thing? Not exactly sure. I'm gonna just open it though. Boom. Super soldier. Yo, WTMA's got a car? Alright, well. We're in the circle already. Feeling it's a bit rusty to this morning, I'm gonna be real. A bit rusty. It's all good though. It's all good. Yeah, let's open this chest. I swear. Can I get on the chest? That's all good. Okay. I see people down there. There's people down there, but they're really far away. They're ultra far away. Y'all see them? Where'd they go? Oh, my teammate's got a car, so they're going. Oh, I got a hammer. Hold on, let me join the action. Oh, I'm coming. I'm still so far away though. Oh, there's a fight. I'm coming. Hold on. Oh, there's multiple teams. Okay, there's multiple teams. Okay, hold on. Let's try not to be third-partied here. Shots coming from there. They're still so far away. I see him. I see a body there. Okay, my teammates are just cooking them. I don't even get a chance to... Oh, they did. Good job. I'm getting carried, aren't I? I've done like nothing. I just walked around and then teammates have already got them all. I'm so useless. Finally, I got a kill, but there's got to be more around here, though. Is there someone's helicopter? It is. There's a whole enemy team. They're trying to reboot. 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 Oh, it's two teams actually. Oh yeah, let's get out here. Let me join in. I kind of just ran in, huh? My bad. I did kind of just run in like an idiot. That was my bad, chat. I kind of just ran in like an idiot. Should have just stayed long range and, you know, shoot him. He's right there. Yeah, that was completely my fault. Whoops. Oof. That was not a very good start to the game. That was my bad. Hey. What the frame? Is the Wi-Fi going bad? What's going on? Hello, we good? Hey, that was my bad though. I kind of played that terribly. Shouldn't have just ran in. Oh my goodness, how much cringe is in here? Oh my goodness, dude, brain rot's pretty bad in here. Oh no, we're cooked. Y'all see the brain rot in the lobby? Oh no, we're cooked. GG. Alright, well, let's see where the Mandan wants to land. Where they wanna land though. Yo guys, do y'all wanna land somewhere? GG, where we going, chat? Oh nah. I guess we'll just go over here then, even though we're a bit late, but like, where else are we supposed to go, right? Matter of fact, both my teammates are AFK. I guess we'll just go here because everyone... Oh, it's alright, no problem. We did get carried last game, so we can't really say much. We played horribly last game, so... Gotta see if I can redeem myself here. Looks like there's more people coming. Oh. Again, your boy's not very good at the shotgun. How many chests are in here? Oh my goodness. I know there's some boys around here. I know there is. There's gotta be. No? There was no way we're the only ones that landed in this place. Oh, there's a little thing there. Now it's all good. Okay. We don't really have the best rifles, but that's all good. I swear I heard people landing here with us though, no? Maybe they're probably just bots that will probably land on us. Oh, the racetrack? Okay, okay. Alright, well. Pretty peaceful around here, not gonna lie. We're gonna get cooked. I feel it. Gotta get cooked. Right, well, I guess we'll start looking for some people, right? Oh. Some hot tub water. Oh, I see an entire team over here. I can't aim. GG. I'm cooked. All good. Oh, they're pushing me. Uh-oh. One down, one down. Let's go. There's more, there's more, there's more. Oh, I didn't even mean to use that hammer on them. I literally tried to assault him with SMG. Whoops. I mean, somehow we I don't know how we did that, not gonna lie. We just cooked them. I guess that was really bad. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, I folded hard. MK7. Yeah, we kinda had to swap so many guns in and out, in and out. We're getting shot at. Over here, on me, on me. There's one more somewhere. Watch out. Still one more guy, I got 2 enemies over here. They're crawling. There's still one more guy though. Careful. 2 enemies are crawling over here on me, like right here. So that means the last guy's somewhere alive, somewhere. Keep an eye out. The 4th guy somewhere. Not sure where though. Oh, my bad, I stole the loot. Okay, our rifle is not bad. Oh, he's here. Okay, I keep running out of shotgun ammo. I mean, no, what'd I say? I'm gonna go grab the... You know what though? Not bad. We still cooked him, not gonna lie. You know, hey, not bad. Though, I gotta keep an eye out on the thing. Let's get the double pump action going. Yeah. Let's get the double pump action going. We'll grab 2 of these. There we go. Double pump action. You know the drill? Yeah. I think there's more enemies over here. You know what? Even though we're a trio, we already got 8 kills on our belt. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, there's more people going on. There's more shots going over here. I guess we'll go have a look. Yeah, I see a whole bunch of enemies over here. We're gonna be careful. I'm gonna open some of these. Oh, what kind of goodies in here? Hand cannon. Not gonna lie, maybe I should swap that for that. Okay, we got the hand cannon. They're gonna try slay the queen, so we can really 3rd party this. Okay, but boys, we don't want to be the one. We don't want to get 3rd party. We want to be the 3rd partiers. What the? We're getting 3rd party, guys. He got me. He got me. Careful, he's right there. He's right there. He's just shooting at us. He's gonna end me. Too much chaos. We should have stayed back when the queen appeared, huh? I believe. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh yeah, the MK7's a pretty bad gun. I believe. Oh, that was a nasty shot. Oh my goodness. He's cracked. He's like still like, oh, there's like there's like 5 people there. Yo, not gonna lie, teammates clutching up. Look at him. He got away. 4 HP. Look at him. Yo. Yeah, well, WT, man, look at him. He 4 HP, got away from the entire thing. And survived. You just gotta get some healing. Oh, bro's got a mid kit, he's all good. Wait, there's only 20 people left in the game? What the hell is that even possible? Oh, they're waiting for him. RIP. GG. Hey, it is what it is, chat. Oh, Pump Fun streaming. I'm not sure how it's going down. Who sold? I didn't sell. There's only diamond ends from up here. Yo, that skin's kind of cool. It's like a soldier. I like that skin. That skin looks kind of cool. That skin's kind of sick. I ain't gonna lie. It's like a soldier. They're like the only skin I've actually impressed at on Fortnite. No joke. Literally like the only impressive skin. Pretty impressive, man. What can I say? Hey, we're still funding a game. Yo, chat, I think we're better at 2042, right? I think it's because we have the same gun, so we can get better at it. But then, I'm not sure, but we could do more 2042. I do enjoy it, though, not gonna lie. 2042 is not bad. It's not a bad game. I'm gonna do some God of War later. Yeah. Oh, we found a game, finally. Let's have a look, shall we? See what kind of team we get. Hey, is it me? I think I got the exact same team. No joke. Well, I think we got the exact same team. I swear I remember. Yeah, Savage was in our last team. Chubbs was also. Wait. We got the exact same team. Brain rot test. Wait, we got the exact same team except the yeah, we literally got the exact same team. Except we just got extra man, no joke. Okay, we're good. Alright, this time we gotta find a spot to land though. Oh, here we go. Okay, Chubbs has already jumped out the bus. I just follow him. My goodness me. Alright, just go over here then, I guess. We gotta go. Can't leave a man alone. Can't leave a man alone. Just gotta go to him then. Stick together. You know, go. Hey, last game though, our team was pretty good. Not gonna lie. So I'm pretty happy. Should be fine. Oh, there's already people there though. Okay, I'm gonna direct myself over here real quick because I see people already there and I got no gun. I'm gonna redirect myself over here. There's a little jump pad, so I'll be able to come towards you really soon. Okay, I'm gonna grab this gun on the top. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna just jump on the pad and go straight towards the people. Appreciate the fur rifle, buddy. Okay, 2 people down already. I heard footsteps. Oh, he's a sweat. He's a disgusting sweat. I'm dead. It's all good. He's a sweat. He like crouches down. What the? Yo, he got him. Good job. That was a sweat. Here's the guy who was like crouching non-stop when he was shooting. Hey, yo, the mist guy got him. Good job. Hey, W teammate, man. They got vengeance. Yo, W teammates, look at this. They already got your boy back on. Nice. And y'all got rid of the sweat. Nice. Very good, very good. He was like crouching up and down like a control. I think he was crouching up and down while shooting. So obviously that means he's a higher tier grade of Fortnite player than what I am. I just aim and shoot. Am I getting shot at already? I just landed. Wait, who? Someone was shooting at me. Where? Got him. Teammates are probably still around her. Dude, the MK7 sucks. I hate the recoil. Such a dog gun. I'm gonna get rid of this gun. No joke, it sucks. Give me the SMG. Like, seriously, that MK7 recoil is insane. I'll appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think we cleared the entire team around here. Good job. Don't think there's any more enemies around. There's so many minis around. I think Chubby's a... I think he's a youngling. It's not bad, not bad. W teammates, man, they revived you, boy. Oh, a hand cannon. Right. So we don't really have a rifle. Your boy probably kind of cooks more of a rifle, but it's fine. We could do a little hand cannon trick shots or whatever they call it. Seems like we're all split up. It's another one of these. Oh, appreciate it. I'm gonna head towards it then. Thanks. I think Chubb's gonna get it first. Chubbs, you can get it. All good. Take it. What's going on? Some battle. Chubbs, you're not gonna take it? Alright, fine. I'll take it then. All goods. Yo, hold on, miss. I'm coming. Let me just quickly grab that. Alright, I'm on my way. We'll go help the boys out. Let's have a look, shall we? Pretty sure I just saw... There's a guy over there. Oh, he ran away with the hammer. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Oh. On the hill. Can't see it, they're too far away. Dude, I cannot aim with the hand cannon because there's no aim, I swear. MK7. I should get rid of the hand cannon, no joke. Should actually just... We are never using the hand cannon again. Someone take this. It's golden. Appreciate it, appreciate it. There's a golden furry gun? I mean a purple furry gun? I'm gonna take that. Let's no longer use that, but no joke. Which I'm gonna use it. What's up, Chubbs? What you up to? Oh, you want me to go on? Alright, we're good. Looks like our teammates are fighting over there. Let's go help them out. Where they at though? Yo, Chubbs, come with me, let's go. We can't leave our teammates hanging. They're in a fight and we're like yonder his way. GG. Hold on, me and Chubbs are here. We're very late, but it's alright, we're here. Oh. Got him. Knocked. Chubbs, my man, he dead. No. On me. Where'd he go? They ran away. Wait, there's a guy next to me? What? There was a guy next to me the whole time. I'm so bad at the game. He's getting the drop. Just one guy. He's just drinking casually. Right behind the yellow drop thing. Appreciate it. I think he's still... Where'd he go? He's shooting right there. Just pinged him right there. How did he not in me? I'm so bad at the game. Oh my goodness. He's going for the drop? What? I'm actually just this bad at the game. I might just uninstall chat. I'm just so bad at the game. Holy crap, how are there so many enemies everywhere? Yo, I might just uninstall chat. We should just uninstall Fortnite. Damn, bro, I can't play the game again after that. No joke. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna just delete Fortnite there. I think that was enough. Nah, we ain't playing the game ever again. Well, I mean, I'm lying, but gotta uninstall that. Oh my goodness me. That was. I'm just terrible at the game. Nah, I'm calling it there. I'm calling it there. My goodness me. That was horrendous. Oh man. Anyways. Man, that was bad, chat. I ain't gonna lie. That was actually bad. Man, we ain't playing Roblox again we ain't playing Fortnite in a while. Oh, that hurt. That did hurt. That was very painful to watch. I'm sorry if y'all saw that. That was just straight up disgusting. What time is it? Oh, wow, already in 2 hours in the stream? Yeah, doing good? I'm sure you are. Right, what we're gonna do now, ladies and gentlemen, is probably go straight to God of War. God of War YouTube, because we are doing a YouTube channel. God of War. Right, lock in.